the boys' shenanigans. They should absolutely just kill the boys.
But that would be murder, and murder is illegal.
That's
I
a good
mean,
point.
Jacob's got a point there.
Kaden, anything?
Well,
Oh, okay.
Caden, you were gone when I said this, but clearly, if they went to the trouble of secluding the mom and son on this highly secure facility and not even telling Homelander about it, they clearly wanted this to be like super under wraps.
So my point still stands. They have a much better chance at dealing with a possible. Again, it's not even confirmed. It is a possible picture of a person, of a child that kind of looks like Homelander. They have way more of a chance to just deal with that, like they deal with many other far worse shit, than letting the boys go and continue fucking them over. Like, you have to realize in this situation where they have like one of their biggest enemies, like they have the chance to kill them, the boys would need such like substantial like fucking blackmail to get out of it alive, and they simply don't. No, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's these fucking shitty writers, man. Understandable. Okay, hold on. So I actually missed this because this happens in episode 3. I really want to talk about it. It's the scene where Butcher rams the boat into the sperm whale. So we need to talk about this. Okay.
Why?
So so it's not even like that part. I think that part's still pretty stupid, but what comes after, and when they're trying
I
to
think I
escape
know what
the
you mean.
storm drain.
Do you
So
mean how
when
they
they're
escaped
escaping through
from
this,
the entire 7?
yes. So this scene, so you know how I said that the when they were like when the building, like the ceiling and shit got crushed on them and they went out unscathed, how that was kind of like, this is the end of the boys. I was exaggerating a bit, like that's a problem, but no, them escaping all of the 7 in those storm drains, the show's ruined. It cannot come back from that. That is so monumentally fucking retarded. The boys are dead.
Well, I I think I I think it's because like the only 2 with super speed were like incapacitated. Like A Train just straight up couldn't run. He was like out of commission at the time. And
They have Homelander, and they literally only need Homelander.
well,
Homelander has super hearing,
yeah,
X-ray vision.
they didn't incapacitate him, but they slowed him down enough.
Not enough to where. Even so, even with that, you have Stormfront being forced in a situation. Not Storm. Starlight is forced into a situation where she has to kill Huey to maintain her cover, and whether or not she's about to do it, Butcher steps in and uses Kamiko to fuck with Homelander, crushing the floor above him, forcing Homelander to hover right, which then causes a fucking bus to come down and crush Homelander and incapacitate him long enough for all of them to get out of there alive. Now, why is this fucking retarded? Well, because in literally like the first scene of the show, we see Maeve just like crush through a big like truck. Like I believe it was one of those trucks that hold money,
Armored trucks.
or maybe it was just a van. Yeah, it was an armored truck. I think it could just be like a van or something. I'm pretty sure it's an armored truck though. That rams into her, and she's fine. It fucking rams into her whole body, and she's fine.
Well,
Now
the
Homelander
thing
is
that-
way stronger than Maeve. Way stronger. That bus that falls on him
okay.
would do nothing.
The point is not that he got hit by a bus. That's not the thing that incapacitated him temporarily.
Well,
it's the fact-
a
it's the
a
fact that
bus
he
falls
got,
on him, a
like-
bunch of rubble, a bunch of shit.
Yeah, it's the fact that just got like, he was like underneath a bunch of crap, like underground.
I'm not convinced that would incapacitate him long enough for them to get out of there. I'm not at all convinced of that. Like the show's ruined. Show's fucking ruined. Like there's no way they would have gone out of that. The writers wrote them into that situation, and they were not able to get them out without just using a bunch of bullshit.
Well, that's what
It's like
happens with a lot
bad
of
writing
shows.
101.
That's why I don't really watch
And I-
TV.
Yeah, and they're for the record, they're shit in those shows when it happens to. Across the board, it's shit. It is, like I said, it is bad writing 101 to put your characters in a situation where they will definitely die, and then just write a bullshit excuse for why they don't.
That's actually why I hated Toy Story 3 as a kid. Because you remember the scene where they were all like holding hands and like singing into like the fire area?
Yeah.
And then you
yeah, I
got the
remember
three
that.
little aliens that just bring out the claw that picks them up.
Yeah. The claw. That was pretty stupid.
I felt emotions, and then they were all ruined by that. As my little
Yeah.
fourth grader self.
So does anyone want to like challenge that? You know,
Yeah, I want to challenge that.
from to Nathan or Caden.
Jacob every single time when he hasn't even seen the show. I want to challenge that.
Well, I think I have something good to say.
Well, if you do, then shoot.
I think you're sexist as well. I think you're a womanizer.
Understandable. Maybe I am. You don't know.
Yeah, Ryan,
just
you're
admit.
clearly a racist, and so nothing you have to say matters.
Racist.
You're a racist.
Racist.
Do you know what racist rhymes
You are
with?
Racist
ra-
alert.
You are racist. I win. Bye bye.
Ryan, you're a racist. You know what racist rhymes with? Rapist.
What?
That means
Oh
you're a
no!
He's got you there.
Just like Homelander. Okay, Caden, anything for me? Do you agree with that? How that's like absolutely ridiculous that they got out of that situation that the writers wrote them into? Sure.
You're saying it in the nicest
This
way
is
you
a-
can, Kaden.
I know. That's it's like wow. I mean, yeah.
Well, I have to admit it was pretty convenient.
This puzzle doesn't look that hard.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna have to leave soon, so we're gonna have to speed things up a bit.
Oh, okay. We can quickly talk about episode 6, when they infiltrated Sage Grove, the mental health suit facility thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's talk about how Frenchie and MM straight up murder someone. They murder one of the security guards, and it's never mentioned how they had to kill someone who they had no idea was innocent or guilty. They just like fucking shot a random guy.
I mean,
Just someone
also,
there just doing
given
like their
what's
job.
going on in that facility, I doubt that guy was innocent.
They don't know that though. He was just a security guard. He wasn't like in charge of anything.
You don't know what his role was. Maybe he was just assigned to security that day.
I am not claiming.
We can speculate
not-
and guess all we want. We don't know anything about that guy.
I am not claiming I know anything about the guy. I'm saying that that's the whole point. They don't know anything about this guy. For all they know, he could be completely innocent, and they murdered him. That's the problem. That's the whole issue. And to be clear, I'm talking about the scene where MM talks to the security guard to open the door and let him in with Frenchie, who's disguising as like someone hurt, like someone in need of help on the stretcher, and then Frenchie immediately just shoots him with the silenced pistol the second he opens the door. Like there was just nothing else they could have done. There was no way they could have just incapacitated him or knocked him out or used anything non-lethal against him to get him out of the way.
Ryan,
They had to just kill him.
once again, that's pretty nitpicky. Killing that
How
guy
is that
doesn't really.
nitpicky?
Ryan, killing that guy doesn't matter at all. It literally doesn't
Yes,
matter.
it
That's
does.
super nit.
It affects all of the characters.
It
Frenchie is now a
doesn't.
murderer, and MM is now an accomplice to just straight up murder. How does that not affect their characters?
They've murdered before.
Frenchie is now up for.
I mean,
Okay,
Huey may have pulled the trigger, but Frenchie is the reason why Translucent is dead.
that was a soup though.
I don't understand. This
That was
whole
a soup, and
thing.
Translucent wasn't. It means super. It's what they call superheroes in the show.
I keep thinking
soups.
of like actual soup.
Okay,
You
I
know,
should
out of
clarify.
context, I don't blame you for that.
Not Campbell's.
So Huey killing Translucent not only weighed on him, but Translucent was like not at all on the same level of just a random security guard that we know nothing about.
But yeah, Frenchie, MM, and Butcher have been doing stuff like this for a long time. How many people do you think they've killed? Because of
So I
course
would-
they've had to
Okay,
kill a lot of people.
I mean, Nathan, I would need more like examples of them killing innocent people or people who they have no idea like who they are, of like innocence or not. Like just people doing the job. I would need like instances where they do that to agree with you. I don't remember them doing anything on the level of just murdering a random security guard.
Again, this is a security guard at a VOT facility doing some pretty bad stuff.
Just
I really,
because
really doubt he's innocent.
they don't know that for sure though. For all they know, the security guard knows nothing about all the shit that's happening here.
If he's
Or he's
seeing
not
what's
like a
on
part
the
of it, like a
security-
direct.
Look, if he was watching the security cameras, then he, like, let's hypothetically say that, like, they didn't infiltrate the place and, like, that guy just stayed watching the cameras. He would have seen Lamplighter murder the guy a few minutes later. They don't care. if they were like, as far as they knew, this normal security guy was watching the cameras, and they were like, "Well, we don't care. It doesn't matter. We can just kill him, and it won't matter."
Okay, I'm willing to just let go on this one. I still like think it's kind of ridiculous. I like they don't like fucking know who this guy is. They have no reason to think that he is evil and worthy of killing. And I think my problem is mostly like I'm not trying to advocate that he's innocent. Like he most likely isn't. The point I'm trying to make is that they make no attempt to like try to they make no attempt to um like not have just casualties, like unnecessary casualties for against someone who for all they know could have been innocent. They take no precautions with that. They make no attempt to be non-lethal. Like even if this like one thing is like a whatever, the scene with not fuck keep trying to say Starlight when she kills the driver with the gun, that is absolute just like straight up murder. Like you just murdered a guy who did not deserve it.
Yeah, that was the point of that scene.
Okay, but isn't it bad that Starlight like doesn't
that
really seem to
is-
regret it, and that Butcher doesn't have a problem with it? Like a soup just killed a human. From his point of view, a soup just murdered a human when they didn't have to. That is like that goes, and he was fine with it. Like in fact, he like gives approval for it. That is so against Butcher's character. Butcher would not do that. His whole thing was fighting back against soups who think they can do whatever the fuck they want without consequence. Like that's a big part of why he hates soups. And above all that, Starlight has the audacity to take the moral high ground and take issue with how Butcher had like a sign of approval on his face. He's like, fuck you, like don't act like you approve of my shitty actions that I don't even really feel bad about. Like fuck her. Starlight's character is completely ruined by that scene. Like, hey Starlight, you're bulletproof. You took a 50 cal bullet, which is fucking huge because it's made for anti-material. I mean, it's made for material. That's why it's called anti-material.
Wait,
For like
wait,
fucking like metal.
What's anti-material?
So, fuck's sake. Okay. So Starlight gets shot by
that I
Butcher
don't know
with
this?
a 50 cal bullet. I was just being as clear as I can. Nathan, shut the fuck up. So she gets shot with that, but she doesn't, and is fine, but she doesn't think to just stand in front of Butcher and just take like any bullets from this 9mm handgun. Her solution is to kill the guy. Like that's retarded. It like I said, it completely destroys Starlight as a character. She's now ruined. Anything?
Yeah, I got
I
nothing.
always have something.
How did you say that
you should
so
go.
quickly after what I said? Were you just waiting for me to say something like that?
No, I was absolutely
Kidding
waiting
anything?
for Ryan to say anything.
I mean, I know you're focusing on the game, but like, it's kind of why I said like maybe not to. Like, do you agree how that like really kind of ruins Starlight as a character? How that didn't like weigh on her at all, and it also like completely ruins Butcher's character, even though he was already kind of ruined because of the baby thing, and the fact that he didn't take any issue with the suit killing a human, which goes directly against his character.
Or would you not detonate a baby?
Probably not.
You gotta admit though, seeing seeing Stormfront getting curb stomped by Maeve, Starlight, and Kimiko was pretty satisfying.
No, 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 no. No, it was not. And you know why? You know fucking why? Because this show's retarded. This show made fun that okay. I need to like set the scene real quick. So this show in a scene was making fun of the in-game moment where all the women like started doing shit in the final scene. It was like, yeah, look, women, yeah, I'm a woman. They're making fun of that, right? They were making fun of that in the scene where they're in the boys when they were shooting the movie and they had all three of the women and it was like, yeah, women. So they're making fun of that. But then they did the fucking thing. Like they did that. They did the thing that they were making fun of.
Okay, look.
That makes it so much worse. It's
What
so
what
fucking
okay,
hilarious
what
when you make
Ryan, what
fun of
else would they
something
have
and then
done?
go on to do it.
Ryan,
I'm sorry, what?
are you saying? Are you saying like Huey, Frenchie, and MM should have started curb stomping her too, even though that would have done crap?
Hey Nate, did I fucking say that? I don't think I did.
Well, then what? Well, what other option was there? Those three are the only ones in that scene who are capable of curb stomping.
Are you
Stormfront.
for real? Nathan, that's you act like that's the only okay, this is Nathan, I hate when people do this. They take a situation and they're like, there's only two options. It's either the three women soups could beat down on the Nazi Stormcunt, or the non-suit boys also need to curb stomp her. Those are the only two options. No, it's not.
All right. Well, then
You
what are
didn't
some
have
other options?
you didn't have to show the three women like beating down on them and then have someone say like, "Oh man, girls do get it done." Like that was what made it stupid. Cuz you're now doing the thing that you made fun of a previous episode. You're having three women beat down on a Nazi and then someone says women do get it done, which is like a slogan from the media advertising for the movie.
You sure it's not just like a character flaw?
What?
What?
I
What are you
really
talking
don't
about?
know anything about the context of this. I'm just bringing up words.
Okay, Jacob,
Jake,
would you agree that if in a show, if they make fun of something and then go on to do it, that is like hilarious
Who
and like
makes fun of
ironic and
something?
stupid?
Who is they?
The characters and thus the writers.
Well, that's
Like
what I meant
they
by
make
character
fun of
flaw.
a situation.
If the characters make fun of the situation and then go do it themselves.
That's not how it's framed. It's not
Yeah,
framed as a
I don't
character
know
flaw.
any of the
If it
context, so
if it was framed as a character flaw, as like it actually being ironic, then like fine, but it wasn't. It wasn't framed that way at all.
yeah, I don't have the context, so I can't really make it out for myself. I was just like, you can't.
But like
I was
Nathan
just
says, like, isn't that scene so cool? And I'm like, no, because it's stupid. Like, they did a thing they're making fun of. That's like, why would I take enjoyment out of that? That's just like
I mean,
giving me more
I
proof
mean, it
that the
was
showrunners or
satisfying.
show are like out of touch and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I'm not saying that's not what I was saying. I'm not saying it was a cool scene because oh, girls get it done. I was saying it's a cool scene because Stormfront gets your teeth kicked in.
Okay, I mean, yeah, fine. Your teeth gets kicked in. Yay,
that's a good scene.
that's fine. I don't really
Yeah,
care.
Jacob, don't. Isn't it fun to watch people just get absolutely
The
destroyed?
pony
I don't give
deserved
a
it.
shit. The pony deserved it. Shit. Shit. Kaden, do you agree that that's stupid? You always like keep so fucking quiet after I've made my point.
Probably because he's playing the game.
I know, that's why I keep saying, like, why you... Okay, that's fine. I understand.
Well, you are a big baby. Gosh.
I mean, there's a very simple solution. You can like the show subjectively while understand that objectively it's poorly written. Those aren't two like contradictive beliefs or statements. I do that with a lot of shit. I love Fallout 4 subjectively, but objectively, it's a very inferior, just poor Fallout game. It's not. It's poorly designed in a lot of ways.
That's how I think about the Fire Emblem games. I like the Fire Emblem games, but they do not. A lot of the games, I won't say all of the games, but a lot of the games don't have the finest stories.
Wait a
Like
minute,
you don't
Jacob.
have to. So you don't have to die. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to die on every hill. You don't have to. Like you can. Like it's fine. Like you can either just be like, it didn't really bother me personally, or you can agree. Either way, that doesn't subtract from your enjoyment of the show. I understand that you still enjoy it, and that's fine.
Wait a minute, Jacob. You absolutely outright refuse to watch anime, but you like Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem is a weird thing.
Fire Emblem is super anime, Jacob.
I would say that some games are more than others.
You have to watch anime now, Jacob.
Anime
Go
is
do it.
such a blurred line on what is or not. You could basically say that Pokemon's all of Pokemon is an anime
I mean, yeah,
if you
it is.
argued it. You know, red, blue, and yellow when they were just pixelated things. Yep, that's anime.
Actually, Caden, I decided I'll play it. I, I did I not tell you?
Nathan, you sound like an imposter.
I thought I did tell you.
Wait, where's the body again?
honestly, Ryan's kind of sus. He's doing a lot of nitpicking.
Wow.
Let's all
Fuck you.
vote Ryan.
We already had this discussion how that
Yeah, I
argument is
think
stupid.
Ryan's racist. Let's vote Ryan.
calling me a racist? I'm no racist. I love everybody in the whole world. All of
Ryan,
them.
have you seen that? Have you seen that stupid meme that's like, is it okay to hate a certain race? And then they're like, I'm fine with 5K, but I just really hate 10K.
What? What does that even mean?
You know 10K races where you run 10 kilometers.
Oh, I get it.
So the joke is like, oh, they hate that kind of
I
race.
understand. I understand. I understand.
I
Joe.
understand now, and I'm upset.
I love how every time you get bitten in this game, it's just like that wasn't canon.
Yeah, that's how it works. The same thing happened
like-
in Dead Rising,
It's like, yeah, that's
minus
not
the first one.
stupid at all.
What's funny about Dead Rising is that in Dead Rising 2, if Chuck gets bit, it's just don't fucking not canon. But in the first game, Frank is canonically infected. So what's the non-canon thing is if you never get grabbed and bitten, which is like really hard to do, and it's kind of funny if like that just doesn't happen, you just avoid ever getting bit. It's like your ending isn't canon because it doesn't make any sense for Frank to be infected.
What are you shoving in his mouth?
Yes, I'm watching. It's a good name.
Okay, anything else, Caleb? Do you have any response at all, or do you want me to move on to something else? Because like there's still more.
Slander the boy some more.
Okay, Ryan,
Three,
approximately how much more is there?
3.
There's still a good bit. Yeah, let's see. There's some dumb shit in the Sage Grove facility. I don't even fucking care. I mean, it was mostly Starlight killing the human. That was my huge fucking problem with that episode. Episode 7, though. Oh boy. So, Kaden, when you told me that the last 3 episodes were the best of the season, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're thinking, honestly, because these are the worst episodes. Like, even people who like the rest of the season, a lot will admit that season 7 and 8 were like pretty fucking bad. And a big reason was
you
because the
mean-
opening. Did I say season? I meant episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and the reason is because the opening shot of season. I keep saying season. Episode 7.
Jump.
He's doing his stretches, Caden.
Yeah, just knock under him.
Motherfuckers, I'm trying to say shit. So what I'm referencing is the opening shot of episode 7, where let's again just like set the stage. So this
Wait,
overweight
isn't- never
white
mind.
male with a beard that just so happens to be on his face as well as his neck, who wakes up listening to Alex Jones and what is clearly Fox News. And you see his whole daily routine, and he's like, "Oh, he seems like just a regular guy." But then he starts looking at memes, Stormfront memes, and he becomes radicalized in this Nazi ideology, and he commits a fucking just straight up just hate crime on a brown person at a gas station who he thinks is a soup. And the way he chooses to the way he chooses to guess or the way he chooses to can you shut the fuck up with your game? Can you shut the fuck up with your game?
Caden, you're so
I'm trying to
screwed.
say shit. No.
Caden
not.
is pretty screwed right now.
I'm not. Okay, he believes this brown person at a gas station is a soup, and the way he tests this is by shooting him in the head. Because if he shoots him in, like, let's just think of how retarded that is. If he shoots him in the head and he's a soup, he survives it, and then this guy dies. If he shoots him in the head and he's not a soup, he just killed a human. So why is this his testing method? It's just stupid. It's like the only defense is, oh, he's crazy. He's so radicalized and insane that he didn't think about this.
He said he saw his eyes glow, which he thought was a superpower or something, or like a sign of a
I know that.
superpower. Like you know how Starlight's
I know
eyes
that,
glow when
but
she's
That's
his way of
just-
testing it is by shooting him in the head to see if he survives. Like, is that not like really stupid? Also, like,
also.
again, that's not even like that's just like one cherry, like one goatsy like wet fart of the shit sandwich that is this scene. Because like they're trying to depict like right-wing people being radicalized and turned into Nazis because of fucking memes. Like that is ridiculous. That is so like this whole
Okay, when you put it
scene
that way, that
showed
does
me
make me want to laugh.
this whole scene showed me the kind of people who was writing this show and how fucking little world experience they have and how fucking up their own ass they think this was smart to do this to be like, man, this isn't crazy how just a regular guy by listening to Alex Jones, Fox News, and by looking at Starlight memes can become so radicalized. It's like that doesn't happen. That's fucking
it just
ridiculous.
did, though, Ryan.
Like the steps that you showed him becoming radicalized doesn't make any fucking sense. He was looking at memes. There's literally just shots of him looking at Stormfront memes. And that's supposed to imply that he could go on to shoot a brown person
But Ryan,
because he thinks he's a suit.
his eyes glowed, whatever the past tense is.
His eyes glue. Jacob,
Like,
really?
there's such a bias. And it's not even that. It's not even that. It's like I probably wouldn't give him a benefit of the doubt if it was just this scene, but it's not. There's the whole like rally that Homelander and Stormfront does, where I'm pretty sure at one point Stormfront straight up says, "Make America safe again." Anyone want to guess what that's supposed to reference?
Massa.
Perhaps. Like this whole scene, I think I said this to Kaden. The only thing that would make it less subtle was if they were all wearing red hats. That's how just on the nose it is. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, are you really gonna try to portray Trump supporters as like Nazis? Like, is this where we're going?
Look, Ryan,
Like, really?
it's symbolism in the show.
Like, you're really showing your bias, show. I know what type of people who wrote this are now. Like anyone fucking like again, it does not matter. Let me make this very, very clear. It does not matter if you agree or disagree with the messages that they're trying to portray. My issue is that they are there, that they exist, not that I disagree or agree with it. Because that doesn't fucking matter.
Well,
If you're
you
going
don't
to
matter.
portray one side as these like crazy like Nazi fucking people, and you're gonna do it in a very like one-sided matter that doesn't make any sense, like that is an issue no matter which side you're on. That is like fucking really stupid and just bad to do in a show. You can do the same thing. You could do the same thing with a left-leaning person and it would be equally as retarded. You can like show some fucking like Bernie Sanders supporter looking at like memes about how rich people are awful and then go on and like just straight up murder a bunch of billionaires. You could have the same scene with the same message, just flip it around and it would still be awful. It would be equally as bad to do that.
I mean, just look at how they like changed the description of the Cuties movie on Netflix. How they described it as like this woman was going against traditional like conservative um traditions.
Oh yeah, I mean that's just Hollywood. That's just like because my point is that it would be just as bad if it was happening to the other side. The problem is that it's not really happening to the other side. Hollywood has a liberal bias.
I'm still happy that Texas is trying Netflix for this. Like, someone needs to go to jail
Oh, that's
for
awesome.
this.
Good for them.
Like,
But
really.
Like
um
so
I'm
like just
kind of
just for
defending the left
example,
side here and saying that they're kind of being pushed into this is okay when a lot of people on the left side don't think that's okay.
I agree. I agree a lot. Like yeah, I'll absolutely give the benefit of the doubt. So the majority of left-leaning people are not okay with that. They would kind of agree with me in saying that yeah, like whether it happens to either side, it's stupid to portray this like one group as fucking like Nazis using memes.
Hayden, this is not gonna work. He just keeps running straight at Mr. X and gets punched.
Can you please just stop playing the game? Like you're not addressing like any of this because you're playing the game.
Caden's being decked in the face.
Like do you agree with me? That you understand like why I have such an issue with that?
No, I disagree with you, Ryan. You're a flat earther.
Wow, you really think
It's like
the Earth is flat? I'm gonna camp.
so
Ryan on
I just
Twitter.
want to like quickly use like a real world example that recently happened. So I don't know if you guys have heard that in California, someone had a big like Trump sign that you could see like on the highway, but it was in his private property. But like you could see it just driving down the hallway. And California immediately went and just took it down, even though it was in his private property. And he was like, "Well, what the fuck?" And he's
That
like, "Oh, it
happens all the
was
time. Every
distracting.
single
It was
time.
distracting drivers. You know, even though we have like billboards and all this, and it was distracting. It was distracting drivers." And it's like, okay, whether or not you like or don't like Trump, doesn't fucking matter. That is wrong to do that. That was on private property. And I would say the exact fucking thing if it was a Biden thing. The problem is it never is a Biden thing. Now is it? It's always going to be a Trump thing. If it was a Biden's like fucking sign, it wouldn't have been taken down. Because that's especially places like California, that's just the bias that's there. That's what people take issue with. It's the same shit here. The Hollywood liberal bias, it's like you don't see this shit happening to left leaning people because it just doesn't fucking happen. Like if it did, I would be just as pissed about it.
Honestly, Ryan, honestly, both sides are equally bad.
You kind of are wrong, but
I have to
sure,
disagree
man, I
as
don't want to get
well.
into that.
I,
I'd have to
I
massively
have to
disagree with
disagree as
that.
well.
Not that my site is
That's the
flawless, but
most
I'm just saying.
normie.
I think if
Ryan, you know why I said that.
Well,
yeah, I know
Nathan,
exactly. I know
the
you're just
thing
fucking
is
with
that
me.
a lot of people don't joke about that and actually think that.
Yeah, they actually think that. It was
That's
like,
why
well, it's
it's
a
like
little bit more
hard to
complicated than
determine
that.
if
But
that's
okay.
a joke or not.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna get into politics. Do you know why? I gotta be honest. The reason is I'm a stupid idiot and I don't really know much about politics.
That is completely fine,
That
my
is
dude.
respectable because
boy,
at least you're
That is
Ryan,
not
completely
arguing
fine
about
and
things you don't
respectable.
know about.
Ryan,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanna know
it's
how
way more
stupid I am?
respectable. It's way well. Hold on, let me finish Jacob's point. It's way more respectable to admit that, like, yeah, I don't really know much about politics, so I'm not going to go into it. Than like try to defend something that you know nothing about. So I respect that.
Yeah, but do you know how stupid I am though? When I
How?
when I got my ballot, I was actually surprised to see that there were other presidential candidates besides Trump and Biden.
Nathan,
thought
I've
it
never
was-
heard of that libertarian party.
we gonna go
I
for
thought
the
it was
birthday
just those.
party.
Yeah, I thought it was just
The
those
birthday
two.
party. That's
That's
fine.
so
That's
Kanye.
fine.
Yeah, also, I seriously thought Kanye was kidding when he said he was gonna run for president. Like, does that not
Oh, he did.
sound like a joke?
I
Like,
Like,
love
hey
the
Kanye,
guys,
birthday party.
like, hey
Kanye,
guys,
bro.
wouldn't it be hilarious if I ran for president?
You think fucking Kanye is gonna like lie to you?
I mean, a joke is different than a lie. I thought it was just kidding.
Kanye is for real.
I thought it was just a
He's
joke.
for realsies.
Hey, Nathan, explain to me this. Why would he lie about something that he's gonna win?
He's not gonna win. Look. It doesn't matter who they. Even if everyone voted for Kanye, he wouldn't win. Do you know why? Because
Why?
he's only on the ballot in 11 states.
that's,
Oh,
that's a problem there.
And that means he's automatically going to lose.
Well, it depends which
Yeah.
states. Is it the highest point ones?
I don't know.
so moving on. So I mean, I pretty much addressed all the political shit I wanted to. Like that scene was fucking awful with the neck beard, so fucking on the nose and just poorly handled and done and executed. But then that gets us to the fucking really stupid ass fight with not fucking Stormfront, Starlight, and Black Noir. And this is after Lamplighter just fucking kills himself for no reason.
Yeah, that was dumb. He was like, "They took out my statue. Guess I'll just kill myself."
That sounds really
And just
edgy.
screw over Huey. So okay, so this is so dumb. Okay, so Maeve, to save Starlight from Black Noir, takes a fucking almond joy and stuffs it in Black Noir's mouth.
Okay,
And
you gotta
you
be
can look,
fair.
hold on, you
They
can look
did
at the scene.
foreshadow that.
They did. It's still stupid though. You can look at the scene. Black Noir's actor is literally like fucking chewing. I don't care if you just put like cheese, like a delicious cheesecake into my mouth. If you fucking if someone from behind like forces something into my mouth, I'm not chewing. Because why would
Look,
you? I'm
if
spitting it
you
out.
if you shoot 3 bullets into me and then feed me a Pepsi, I promise you, I will reheal my wounds.
Okay, Ryan, I gotta admit, at first when I was watching that scene, I thought it was a grenade.
But it's a fucking almond joy
Putting a
because
grenade in
apparently
your mouth and having her chew a grenade.
apparently Black Noir is allergic to tree nuts. That's his weakness.
I mean, that's
Shut
not
up,
a
And
bro.
you know why they did that?
I don't want to hear the story go to that. That's
Don't blame me. Fuck you. This is the shitty writers. This is what they did. Listen, what's
Right.
extra retarded is the whole reason they did that was because Black Noir's stunt guy had a tree nut allergy. They thought it would be funny to put that in. That is the reason why that scene exists. I am 100% for real. That is the
It's
reason.
pretty funny to me.
Yeah, but it like ruins this scene. It's
Oh my
because like
gosh.
just think about
That's
Maeve going to
nitpicky
save
again.
Starlight. It's like, oh shit, I gotta go save Starlight. Oh shit,
There you go.
I need to go to the vending machine. Oh shit, I don't have money. Hey sir, do you have $1? Okay, thank you. Okay, she fucking rushes to the vending machine to get an almond joy, and she puts it in. And she hits the button, and she's trying to do it frantically, and then it doesn't work. She has to
He would
fucking
just
take out the
punch
money.
through the glass,
She has to
probably.
take out the money, and she has to like roll. She has to like uncrease the corners and fucking put it back in. Then she hits the button, and the almond joy comes out. And she has an almond joy, and then she runs all the fuck way up to go and just stuff it into his mouth, and Black Noir just,
Okay,
like he
Ryan?
conveniently cheats.
Okay, Ryan, you do realize how kind of stupid it is that you're seriously analyzing this scene for the almond joy
Okay,
realism.
Look, it's just a sequel to
No, hold on. The whole vending machine thing, I'm just making fun of. I don't think that actually happened. I'm not analyzing that part. This, like, it's so stupid how she just has an almond joy. Like, does she just have an almond joy on her at all times in case Black Noir is evil?
I was
Does it
sneeze.
do some shit? Is that the reason? Is this like Batman and Kryptonite with Superman?
I was
Except
about to
it's a
mention
fucking
that
almond
scene.
joy?
Honestly, Ryan, I think that reason would be absolutely amazing.
Well, good thing, bad thing the show never like does that. If that was the reasoning, I would have been like, yeah, sir, it's still kind of stupid, but fair enough. At least you had the foresight to tell everyone that Maeve like saw this coming at some point and thus kept an almond joy on her at all times. Fine. What a contrived and stupid reason, but at least it's a reason.
Imagine
But they say
Almond Joy
nothing.
moving the plot forward.
Right? Yeah, Ryan, are you gonna say that this ruins the plot and the characters?
It kind of does, though.
Oh my god, Ryan!
Caden,
Ryan,
I'm
how
sorry.
is
I mean Nathan.
how is this not a nitpick, man?
Oh my god, Nathan, I'm sorry, but like that was really fucking stupid to say. How is it a nitpick? Think about it.
It's just
Think
a
about
joke
it.
where they have him like where they it's just
No,
a joke
it's
where
not
they
a
feed
joke.
him with an almond joy.
No, Nathan, it's not a joke. It allows Starlight to live. It allows the rest of the events to happen. Black Noir was going to kill her, and he was stopped by an almond joy. How is that a nitpick? That's such a huge issue. That moves the plot forward so much. It allows Starlight to not die.
Imagine an Almond Joy moving the plot forward.
It does though. That's why it's so stupid.
Dude, I'm nearly at the verge of tears too. I haven't seen the scene.
This show would have been a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for that frickin' almond joy.
Fuck you, Nathan. Fuck you. After
Not the epic
I've
Almond Joy.
had
No.
so many other problems than just this. Do not misrepresent my argument. Fuck you. This is
Imagine
clearly
if
not my
Thanos
only
got
problem with the
stopped
show.
with an Almond Joy.
Oh my god.
I can do like what a hill to die on. Like, are you actually defending this, Nathan? This is not a smart thing that happened. This is not good
Right,
writing.
he's already dead.
Like, please don't defend this. Don't do this for me.
Look,
Don't do this to yourself.
Ryan, I'm not saying this scene was like big brain intellectually like, oh, you wouldn't understand it. It's too complex. I'm just
You
saying
wouldn't
this
though.
scene is a silly joke and you're just taking it way
No.
too seriously.
No, Nathan. It's not just a joke.
No,
It
Nathan,
fucking moves.
some jokes go too
Okay,
far.
Ryan, look. Maeve,
No. Fuck you. Let me finish. So not only does it allow Starlight to live and not die in this fight with Black Noir, okay? Not only that, but Maeve should now be like Like Black Noir should fucking know that it was Maeve or someone. Like he should know that it was like. How is this not going to be a problem for Maeve? The fact that she incapacitated Black Noir. Like Black Noir lives after this. Remember, he didn't die from it. And so this is gonna cause huge issues, and I can guarantee you the show's gonna forget about it. The show's just gonna act like Black Noir just had no idea who could have possibly done it.
Hey,
It's
Nathan.
gonna sweep it under the rug and forget about it, even though that is a huge fucking. It's gonna be a huge problem for Maeve now.
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight? That soup or an almond joy?
I'd say Almond Joy,
But no,
man.
you cannot say that something as ridiculous and stupid as Maeve fucking putting an almond joy into Black Noir and he chews it
Every
and then
time you describe it,
is
it makes me
incapacitated.
laugh.
Like, you
Okay,
can't call that a
Ryan,
nitpick
look.
when it allows major characters to live. It is not a nitpick. That is a major plot
Ryan,
point
look.
and it's retarded.
Look, imagine this scene without the Almond Joy. Maeve shows up, and Maeve would absolutely be able to beat Black Noir one-on-one. The fact that they did it with an Almond Joy was just a joke. She would have beaten him without it anyway.
That's not a defense for the scene, Nathan. Because they could have just done it like again, there's not like only like a few options. They could have done a million different fucking things that wouldn't have caused the same issues that I've laid out of how ridiculous the almond joy is. Okay, like sure they could have had her fight Black Noir, but shit, then they would still have a bigger issue of Black Noir clearly seeing Maeve and knowing that it's her who attacked him. Okay,
Also,
so they could have had
he's not a
Maeve kill
commissioner.
Black Noir. Okay, but now Black Noir is fucking dead. You can't do anything with him. But there's so many things. Like that's the thing though. They wrote themselves into a corner with this scene, and their solution was a fucking joke. It was an almond joy. That is not good writing. That is what I'm criticizing. I'm criticizing that is extremely poor writing to use that as a joke, as a major plot point that saves a major character. That is shit writing.
I think The Last of Us 2 could have used an almond joy in the scenes.
Just he kills Abby by shoving an Almond Joy into her mouth.
Forcing her to chew it.
She has a fucking has a tree nut allergy, and when Ellie like forces it in, Ellie like forces her like jaw shut, and she starts like chewing for her, like makes her chew. Yeah.
It's the
Oh
most
my
gruesome
God.
death ever. Death by almond joy chewing.
Do you guys know how many deaths are caused by Almond Joys every year?
Look it up
Oh, dude,
now.
like Nathan, I
Almond-
gotta say, like of all the hills to die on, you chose to fucking die on the Almond Joy Hill. Like, what is wrong with you?
And I will
Just
do it
admit
loud
that
and
it's
proud.
I think I'll join
stupid.
Nathan on
Fucking
this one.
stupid.
Okay, Ryan, you gotta admit, you saying the Almond Joy joke ruins the plot is just the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Fine. How can we take you serious?
Nathan, it's not just
when you
that.
say that?
Nathan, it's not just that. Do I have to say it again? This is like one like wet fart of the shit sandwich that is this plot. There's so many other things that ruins the plot before and after this. I'm not even saying that it ruins the whole plot. I'm saying it ruins the scene. Ruins this one scene. The fact that the almond joy is what saves Starlight.
I think it saves the scene, personally.
It is a poorly written and constructed scene.
The first thing that pops up is Almond Joy turns into Halloween horror after needle is found inside.
What?
A needle.
What?
After the war, Peter Paul added an almond to the Mounds bar and created the Almond Joy.
What are you
the
reading?
the Almond Joy, Sabbath School and Personal Ministries. What the hell is this?
What
I
did you
looked
sign
up-
up for?
I looked up word for word how many deaths are caused by Almond Joy every year, and this is the crap that popped up.
What type of personalized searches do you have?
I have no idea.
Okay, do you? I cannot fucking wait for your opinion on this.
So
On
Caden,
this
do
glorious
would you
scene.
agree or disagree that the Almond Joy scene ruined the series?
That fuck Nathan, fuck you. That's not what I said.
Hey,
You're misrepresenting me. I never said that it ruined the series. That one scene. Fuck you.
I think it could have saved this. Honestly, I think
I literally never said that.
Oh my gosh. I'm having so much fun right now.
I think it saved the whole entire show.
I know that doesn't make it better though. I'm just saying, like, yeah, don't misrepresent me. I'm gonna call that shit out when you do, whether you're serious and genuine or not. I don't care. I'm gonna call it out.
I can't. Hey Caden, would you agree or disagree that the Almond Joy scene ruined your entire life?
Fucking kill you.
Are you gonna kill me with an Almond Joy?
I'm gonna fucking kill you by eating your ass, or by making you eat my ass. I'm gonna just crush your head.
Nathan, you can save yourself by shoving an almond joy up his butt.
Yes. Wait, hold on. If someone has like a tree nut allergy, could you like stuff almond joy up their ass and would like their asshole like get
I was
enough
hoping
of the
you would
almond
go
to
there.
die? Dude, that'd be enough to kill someone.
Death by tree nut up rectum.
It's like
Gone
would
wrong,
the
gone
almond
sexual.
would like just enough of the almond be like secreted just into the anus?
Don't say that. Secreted.
Caden, are you still streaming?
Oh hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Kaden, when you upload this, I want you to rename it to some Resident Evil 2, but mostly just the boys talk or something like that. Just Ryan and
No,
Nathan
just say almond joy. That can be the title. Just almond
say
joy.
something about almond joy. Yes,
The great.
but like
wait, Caden. title it the Almond Joy scene destroyed by facts and logic.
no. Put that in the description.
No,
Put that in the description.
no, put facts and logic destroyed by almond joy. The reverse.
Oh, no.
Wait. Put like a picture of Ryan's face and like
almond joy.
put a big red
Yeah,
arrow
that's too
pointing
much
to
work.
it. Do like a big red arrow pointing at Ryan's face and just have it be like,
Okay, this
the
is
Almond
what I think
Joy
you should
scene
do.
ruined this man's life.
No. Okay, okay. This is what you should do. Okay. Also, I love how this is all just like gonna be in the fucking video. Us just discussing how we're gonna title it. Okay, title it Resident Evil 2 plus the great The Boys debate or something like that. And then in the
That's still Resident
description, put yeah, but like it conveys the information it needs to.
But
In
he
the
needs to get
description,
1,000
that's where you
views.
put the almond joy destroyed by facts and logic. That's where you put that. Then we have both.
Why would the almond joy be destroyed though? I think facts and logic would be destroyed.
You can put whatever variation you want of that.
Ryan,
I'm very
Ryan,
adamant about this.
Ryan.
What?
Let's say hypothetically, I forced you to eat an almond
Fucking
joy.
your ass. Damn it.
This is the worst. I don't want to do this.
What?
What? Oh my god.
What?
It's literally just it's literally just gonna be me ranting on, you like never like responding and just Nathan saying shit and then like Jacob just coming in with like no knowledge about the show.
And saying that you're racist.
So basically, it's the best stream on YouTube ever.
Hello, my YouTube audience. My mic has been muted this entire time, but I have been here. Trust me.
So when Ryan kept saying that he can't hear Caden, it's just gonna be it's gonna be so confusing.
So yeah, when Nathan's like, "No, I'm just kidding. I can hear you, Kaden." It's not even 3 a.m., guys. It's not even 3 a.m.
Oh, gone sexual at 3 a.m. By the way, we're not done yet. We're still on episode 7. I just want to like mention that we're not
Actually,
even
let's
done
go back
with
to the almond joy. I like this.
Let's not.
No.
I think we spent fucking way too long on that.
I agree.
So what part of the almond joy, like what ingredients were probably the specific things that saved you?
I spent most of that almond joy discussion just laughing.
Stop.
I did too, though.
Ryan, you absolutely killed Nathan.
We'll get more views if we say almond joy more.
Like Ryan, when I joked about like, oh, are you gonna say the almond joy scene ruined the plot and the characters? And you were like, kind of does. That just set me off.
That set me off too.
That's what I said, kind of. I don't mean the whole fucking plot, I meant the whole scene. Like, the scene of it. The scene where it happens. Of course it ruins.
Could you imagine if, like, the rest of this... Could you imagine if the rest of the show was, like, well-written up until this point? And then...
Well, then I would have an issue. I would have, like...
No, and then the rest of it...
And this game was really cool, but, like, man, that almond joy...
No, okay, and then the scenes from the Almond Joy on are just like dog shit. Like everything else is bad, so the Almond Joy would have actually ruined the entire show.
Yes, like then that would be true.
Ruin the Boys season 2 gets ruined by Almond Joy.
Front page on the New York Times.
Front page on the Can we just move on, please?
Yes, okay, the next thing I want to say is this is the hearing against VOD. Remember? The fucking
Yeah.
AOC looking ass character.
Mm-hmm.
Who does. Okay, so, of course, it's revealed later that she is the one who is exploding all of the heads of these people.
Yes.
Now, the problem with this scene is that it's shown that her eyes kind of fucking glow and make this little like gray thing when she explodes the head, and you don't see that in the scene. And this is the reason why I take issue with that, because they take the time to make sure that in each shot where someone's head explodes, that AOC is looking directly at them. And of course, you don't notice this on first watch, but you would notice it on second. Okay, and like that's cool. Like credit where credit's due. That is cool. But why didn't you just put in the glowy eyes thing? Because I feel like they could make it subtle enough to where on your first viewing you wouldn't really notice it, but it would still be there. 'Cause like there's just so much chaos going around. It would be very unlikely for someone to notice that on the first viewing.
You know, I gotta agree. Ryan. You know what would have made that scene a whole lot better?
Oh my god, if you say an almond joy, I'm going to snap your neck.
Say a different candy bar. Say a different candy bar. Quick.
He was gonna say an almond joy.
A mouse boar.
Say mounds.
If he killed everyone by shoving mounds into their mouths.
They're allergic to coconut and dark chocolate. Uh-oh.
Oh no, my weakness.
It's
I'm allergic to coconut.
It's like, so that was kind of fucking stupid. It wasn't like a huge problem. What was more of a big problem was Homelander and Stormfront being able to successfully manipulate Homelander's son into leaving Becca, who's Butcher's wife, his mom. I don't think he would have done that. I don't believe that Homelander's son, after Homelander like pushed him off a roof, would have left his mom, someone who he's known like clearly all his life, like the only person he's really like talked to. I don't think he would have done that. Again, like the way the show tries to explain it is, Homelander and Stormfront show Homelander's son that like none of this is like real. Like this is all just some like facility, like just some like big like closed off fucking like fake community all set up to like keep him trapped.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is that Becca has so much shit that she could say to defend herself, and she says nothing. Which reminds me of a certain scene in a certain video game where I also took issue with someone just not defending themselves when they could, and conflict arising because of them not defending themselves because they say like nothing.
Are you talking about me and Among Us, Ryan? You piece of garbage.
Oh my god!
I was
No,
thinking
Nathan, I'm
that
talking
same
about The
thing.
Last of Us Part 2.
Me and Nathan were thinking
No,
similarly here.
Nathan, you're pretty
I
quiet. That's
should've.
kind of sucks.
Wow, I guess I should have just said The Last of Us Part 2. I was trying to be like subtle. I guess not.
I'm sorry, but you perfectly described Nathan in Among Us, though.
It's okay, Ryan. I was on the same wavelength.
Damn it. God,
I thought Last of Us 2. I was like, oh, he's gonna talk about how Joel died.
Regardless.
He could have
That
been saved
seems
by
fucking
an
stupid.
almond joy.
What?
You know, honestly,
Yeah, I'm
Ryan,
just-
you're
I'm
also
not
a show I
convinced.
like. I'm just gonna ban you.
Okay.
You have
Does
a
anyone actually
different
want to
opinion.
like take that criticism? Anyone have a problem with that?
I have
Or
a
do you agree?
problem with you,
That-
Ryan.
I did actually find it
You
weird.
gotta be fair. You gotta be fair. Kids are stupid.
No. Not a defense. Not a defense. At least not a good one.
I did find
I
it
will
weird.
admit, though, when I first saw that scene, I was like, really? They're doing the whole, you lied to me.
It was just stupid. Like,
Same.
there's no way he would have willingly left with them, with Homelander and Stormfront. There's no fucking way. There's no way that Becca wouldn't have like said some shit to like easily just defend herself and convince Homelander's son that he should not go with them. He should stay with her. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Ryan?
Yeah, honestly, she would have, because she's shown to like, she has been shown to like stand up to Homelander, if I remember right, to protect her son.
Yeah,
she does
didn't-
seem-
So she,
Didn't she say like the reason Homelander left Butcher alive is because she said she would kill herself in front of the kid and be like, "Your father made me do this."
Yeah, she did say that.
Okay, hold on. I just had a fucking idea. Okay, so Caden, I need you to look up the scene of the boys where Homelander. Shut the fuck up. Where Homelander is looking at the memes, the pro Stormfront memes, because we need to analyze those. Because those memes are fucking terrible.
Hey, Nathan.
I
While
mean,
he's doing that, can you look up Almond Joy Du Bois memes? See what pops
It'll
up.
be really funny for the stream to look at all those memes.
oh,
In the
okay.
meantime, we can.
Yeah, let's get a
There's-
copyright
there's-
struck.
So like, there's a ton of shit in episode 8 that I think is retarded. Like how Stormfront non-lethally attacks the boys. Whenever there's a human enemy, she just uses non-lethal attacks instead of murdering them immediately, which makes no sense.
All right,
That's a huge problem.
it was the first
All right,
like.
I'm
so-
gonna
but,
Jacob. I'm gonna stream the memes. So if you want to watch,
Okay.
All right, I got the things right here. How do I?
Well, I wanted Caden to do it. I wanted Caden to do it because it was.
Oh, we're talking about
I
different memes
wanted
here.
it on the screen.
Okay, yeah, it's on the should be on the stream here in just a sec.
all right. Hey, can you see Jacob?
Yeah, it's exactly what I said with the who would
Yep.
win.
Okay.
Who
So-
would win? One of the deadliest and
I don't
most efficient fighters in the
That's
world,
'cause-
or one Almond boy?
Okay, that's just because I have to
I didn't need to see that.
see. Don't stream that. How do I? Oh, here we go.
Well, just
Okay.
So quickly. Okay, so.
There we go. It's on the thing.
So, okay, so just before you do that, so the last thing I want to talk about that I hate from episode 8 is the thing we already talked about over text. It was absolutely fucking ridiculous that Homelander's son is able to essentially kill Stormfront using his laser eyes when a scene previously established that Homelander's laser eyes at like maybe not max power, but clearly at like high power, at point blank range, directly into her chest, barely hurt Stormfront. And it is she is all of a sudden like fucking allergic to laser eyes. And she just dies immediately. She gets her limbs
Okay.
chopped off, her whole face is just fucking burnt off. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense.
Okay, I actually have science for this one. Do you know about venomous snakes, Ryan?
Sure.
Did you know that baby venomous snakes are actually more dangerous because they have less control, and instead of just releasing some of their venom like an adult would, they release all of it.
Don't try on this hill, man.
They
Look,
talked about
I'm
this with
just saying.
Scorpion.
I'm just saying, we've seen Homelander's heat vision be weak enough to simply heat up a bottle of milk without burning through the plastic bottle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, Nathan, he does it to her, and it's clearly not at full power. But then she says, "No, don't be a pussy. Like, fucking give me full blast," and he does, and she's fine.
Give it to me.
And so you expect me to fucking believe that his child, who doesn't know how to use his powers effectively, and is also half human. Remember, he's not like the other soups. He hasn't been given direct compound B, so we have no fucking idea if that would somehow make his powers way more powerful. That wouldn't really make sense if it did, because he's half human. But even if you're right, and like the venomous snakes, and his laser eyes is so much more powerful that it can kill her, his laser eyes would have to be like 1,000% more powerful than Homelander's. 1,000 fucking percent, at least, to do that much damage. When in comparison with the scene with Homelander and Stormfront, it does jack fucking shit to her. Like, do you not understand how how shitty, like how poorly written this is? Because they could have just not had that scene with Stormfront and Homelander with the laser eyes pointing at her chest at point blank. They could have just not had that, and it would have made a bit more sense if they had it established. And they could have done it in like a kind of a subtle, you know, like smart way that Homelander's laser eyes can absolutely hurt, damage, or even kill Stormfront if they were on full blast. Then that scene would have been exonerated, or at least that one small snippet of that scene.
Actually, I did notice that his heat vision did start to kind of burn her skin in that scene.
Okay.
And
There's a big difference
I
from getting your
doubt.
skin a little burnt
Well,
than
I
getting your
I
fucking
doubt.
limbs chopped off and all of your skin from your head just completely gone. Fuck, you're dead now.
I doubt that. She said like, oh, I don't break easily or whatever. So I do think that
It was
he
clearly,
started.
like, not like.
I do think he
it was
started
clearly not
using more
hurting her
powerful
enough.
blasts, but I doubt that he was doing like maximum effort on that. There is
Still,
no.
that like it doesn't make any sense for his kid, because his kid, like I said, would have to do like full blast times 10 for that scene to make sense.
Are you saying that they should have killed her with an almond joy instead?
Oh my god, are we gonna look at these memes or not?
Okay, yeah, sure. Unless Kaden, you want to like, I guess you already kind of had your statements about that. But
Thank you, Caden. You just
Yeah, you
saved me from Ryan putting a hit out on me.
Again.
Okay, so the top one here we have the real leader of the seven. I don't know. Okay,
I
everybody's.
mean, that's just a really lame Photoshop.
yeah, we'll keep going. They get worse.
The Boy season 2 has some of the
These
dankest
are
memes
really
around,
bad.
thanks to Homelander's rivalry with Stormfront.
Okay, Ryan
my
or
God, some
Caden, don't read any
racist.
of that. None of that's gonna matter.
I don't really want to read these memes after seeing that first one.
Wait a
Look
minute.
at-
Wait a
look
minute.
at that.
Caden,
I mean, come
Caden,
on.
wait.
Like,
What?
Caden, wait.
What?
So, before we continue, are we saying that this is technically meme review?
Yes, hosted by Ben Shapiro.
Thanks, Brian.
Now let's say hypothetically that these memes are shit. Now let's also say hypothetically that you're a naughty little girl. Now let's say
What? Hold up a minute.
Excuse me? Where are you going with this one?
So I was going somewhere, but then I stopped myself.
Let's say hypothetically,
No, keep
you
going.
ate an almond joy.
This is gonna be a meme forever. The fucking almond joy.
Let's say hypothetically, the almond joy scene ruined the series.
Okay, let's look at the meme. Okay, so Stormfront, everyone, everyone's looking at Stormfront. Oh, she's the better one. Like, I've used that format just for like simple conversation, like just like conveying a simple feeling I have about something. Like, but using that as like for how overused it is, using that as like an actual meme. It's kind of stupid. Like, it's like, wow, what a normie meme, you know?
Oh wow.
This one,
That-
though, me
yeah,
receiving the glory of Stormfront, like, they're making memes about how good their shitty memes are.
Wait, what? What movie is that from?
Because I think about it, like, they paid some intern. No, they didn't pay him. Fuck, they
Just
just like,
completely
told him to do
ignores
it,
the
to
question.
make these shitty memes. And one of them, was how good the memes are that he's making.
They went to Redditor.
Like for fuck's sake, look at that. Me receiving the glory of Stormfront's post. Like, look at that. Like, what even is that? That's not a meme. Just laughing at Homelander, and it's her like looking like she's laughing. Wow.
That's pretty funny.
This is a pretty good meme right here.
Where's Stormfront?
That they're all looking at her.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Did you hear about Stormfront? The tea is scolding, sis.
Who says
Like,
that?
I don't even know what that is. See, the one at the bottom is even worse. Saving America? Question mark? LOL, bitch. That's the whole meme. What a shitty meme. And this one tries to save the city. Can't even save his reputation.
I think these are.
She has no sympathy for bitches.
Oh, look at them hard emojis.
Homelander's crew. Where did they get that shot of her? They
That's-
photoshopped in. It
Look
looks
at
like
that
shit.
bad Photoshop.
Look at it. Someone fucking did this.
I just love the look
It's
on her
like a
face.
parody of the little girl with the burning house in the background. It's gotta be a parody of that.
Come on. Is there any more?
Oh yeah. Look at the scroll bar. Look at the scroll bar. We're not even halfway done.
Oh,
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 dude,
no.
that is a lot.
There can't be that many more. Keep going. Uh-oh.
they're not getting better.
Searching to... Are you fucking searching for a single fuck to give about Homelander? That's not a funny meme. It's like, that's so basic. You're not like saying anything. And that one, come on, it just says bye Homelander. That's not funny. Someone please touch that. That one's okay. I'll give
Yeah.
it a pass.
Activate
that-
that.
I will
That's
gladly
the best
give that
one
a
so
pass.
far.
Yeah. That's saying something right. That's the best one. Okay, me and the squad on our way to respect Homefront. Like,
Okay,
Why
okay,
did they use
Ryan,
the letter
Ryan,
N?
Ryan, I'll take this one. In universe, this meme would absolutely have been made by a Stormfront simp.
fair enough. Sounds unfunny, but it's realistic. I'll give you that one. When will what do you like? What is this? Like,
That meme would definitely be on
basic.
Facebook.
Yeah.
me like again, no, swear again. They're making memes about the memes that they've made and how great they are. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Test me, bitch. These aren't dank. GameSpot, you described these memes as dank. In fact, you called them the dankest. You liars.
And anyone else getting
Eating
like
Homelander,
2008
40.
vibes from these?
Oh, dude, even like earlier than that. It's just Homelander in the trash. That's all it is. You know what would have been funny? I would have given them. Hold on, scroll up. I would have given them credit if they put like the fucking like Joker paint on him.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
That would have been way more realistic. Okay, and then like this one, this isn't even a meme.
I think this is just a poster.
promotional
This,
material.
this
Yeah.
is a slogan.
It's literally just a promotional material that they used in the movie.
Yeah.
In Homelander's mind, when he found out a woman is stronger than him, like that's not even accurate. Like a woman who's a soup,
Oh.
and then just go home, homie. You're
I
drunk,
hate it
get it?
every
'Cause
time
his
you
name's
say
Homelander.
Soup.
Oh, that's it. That's the last one.
God awful memes. I mean, like, what the fuck?
Maybe go on Google Images. There might be more.
No.
No, those are all the ones that they show in the scene that I was just talking about.
Maybe people have made a format out of that.
Okay, so I could go on to some other points if you really want, but really I just want to ask you, like, do you understand why I think the show is poorly written, and have I changed your mind at all
No.
about that? I was talking to Caden and Nathan.
Yes and kind of. I still like the show, but I get your points. I'm not like brushing them off. I would probably give season 2 now like a 7 out of 10 personally.
Oh, you just broke his heart.
You said it's all subjective, so you know what? Yeah, you said it's all subjective,
I
so
did not say it's all subjective.
you.
That's not at
The
all what I said.
Klondike
You know
bar
what?
saved-
You know what, Ryan?
Saved this season.
That's my
You know,
subjective
it would be
opinion.
really generous to give it any more than a 4 out of 10. Really, it's more like a 3.
You give 4 out of 10s to too many
Like,
things.
when on the better side, like when the season is like okay, it's more of a 4. Then it's like 3. The rest.
I actually have to go to bed now, so I'll just leave with this. Ryan, you are nitpicking and biased. I win. Bye bye.
See ya.
I understand.
Goodbye.
That's my personal score.
It's funny, like when you give it a 7 out of 10, I'm like, Caden, that's above average. Like that's not even average. That's above average. Like that's the score you're giving it.
That's how I
Above
feel.
average.
That's how I feel about the show. You said, okay, there's your personal feelings and then the objective. My subjective feeling is a 7.5 out of 10.
To be fair, Ryan, you did say that you can
Okay,
like
fair
something that is complete dog crap.
I'm not saying you can't like. Okay, if you. So 7 out of 10 is your subjective. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly like I literally can't argue with that because it's just your subjective feelings. I can't
Yes.
say like you didn't think it was a 7 out of 10. I can't say that because it doesn't make any sense. But so then, what would you rate it objectively? Like, if you objectively rate the writing of the show out of 10, what would you give it? I give it a 3 or a 4.
Probably like a 5. 5.5 at most.
Fair enough.
I'm just-
you got-
I'm just a more generous person than you, I think, with that kind of stuff.
Well, I understand why Ryan gives 4 out of 10s to things because he's looking for something better.
Yeah. I just enjoy
I'm
the
not-
show.
Like this isn't The Boys season 2 isn't average. It's below average. It's like it wouldn't make sense for me to give it a 5 or above.
Watch The Boys season 3, just like knock it out of the park. Just like they did with Daredevil.
Like I hope it's good. I really do. Like I don't want this show to be bad, but it is. So it'd be nice if season 3 was good. I'd be like, yeah, it's good. But I don't think it's gonna. So my prediction, of course, this nothing I'm saying is definitive. It's all just predictions. I think season 3 is gonna be the worst, and I think people are gonna. Everyone who said season 2 is still good, they're gonna be like, nope, this is when the show got bad. You know, season 2 was fine, but no, this is too much. This is when the show got bad. And people like me are like, no, it was already fucking bad, season 2. But like, season 3 is gonna break like the remainder of the fans. I think it's gonna be just really, really bad.
You mean like The Last of Us 3?
Yes, because I've heard, I can't like, because I haven't seen Stranger Things, but from what I've heard, the same thing happened with Stranger Things. Like, season 1 was great, season 2 was bad, but a lot of people didn't think it was bad, and then season 3 was like really bad, and it was like, yep, Stranger Things is ruined. Season 3 ruined Stranger Things, even though it was already kind of ruined.
Okay, I honestly did not really love Stranger Things. And that was one of the TV
Again,
shows
this is
I
all
watched.
just from what I've heard. So
Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
I would say it goes from season 1 is the best, then season 2 is whoops, I cannot push buttons correctly. Season 2 is, it's good, but there are some parts where it just kind of goes to like a slog. It slows down.
And
Then season 3
gentlemen,
has good moments, but it gets way over the top. What?
yeah. No, I was just gonna say. So this entire discussion, all of this was just leading up to me telling you to go and watch Mr. Robot, which is it's 4 seasons. It's already completed. It's on Amazon Prime, same place as The Boys.
Oh my god.
I think it's really good. And I think you
Ryan,
should
I
watch
already
it.
told you I don't watch shows.
Jacob, if you're gonna watch any show, just watch
You should watch
Avatar.
it.
Ryan, if you want to watch a really well written show, just watch Avatar.
I will watch the Avatar.
I'll watch it with you. Like, I've been wanting to. Oh, I forgot that they were in here. Oh, I just died. I will watch the show with you.
Boys, Mr. Robot.
Fuck Steven Universe. Avatar's great. That's what I say. Don't watch Steven Universe. I would say it's like.
Don't say that to Randy. He'll fucking kill you. 'Cause he loves that shit.
Okay, I liked the show up until the end of each of its things. Like, the show was good up until the finale where it was just a 40-minute rushed mess. Then the movie was good.
Wow,
Then they
so
had.
Any ruined the whole show?
I mean, kinda. Because they went for, like, Nathan had to point this out to me for me to realize. Because I was already kind of iffy on the ending. But, they do, like, this thing, like, they kind of allude to something, a certain character reveal, and then it's like, okay, don't do this thing that's super obvious and the worst possible route you could go. And then they go that route, and then they rush it. And then it's just, like, over. And then there's the movie, which takes place like a year after. The movie was pretty good, actually. And then they had this last season, they called it Steven Universe Future. And if you want, like, that's probably the worst way they could have ended that show. It was really bad. Like, it was great. It was a good season up until, like, the last 3 episodes. It with some iffy parts here and there, too. Like, it wasn't perfect. But yeah, just watch Avatar. It's like only like 61 episodes. If you watch it on Netflix, it's only like
I just want to
50.
mention real quick that Rotten Tomatoes has an approval rating of 97% based on 90 reviews, and the average rating is 8.01 out of 10.
for what?
That's for The Boys season 2.
Oh,
That is
Look,
way too high.
I think we've all learned that critics should not be trusted on any platform anymore.
Well, hold on, I have to check if it's actually the critic score or the audience score.
just come over here.
Okay, this makes a bit more sense. It is 97% audience score, and fuck you, I'm not disabling ads. You can't. It is 79% audience score, which is a bit more reasonable.
Yeah.
Still don't agree
Okay.
with that, but it's more reasonable. Like, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes me less angry than a 97. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that was like 4 hours? That was a while.
Yeah, it was a while.
Like 3. Just talking. Yeah. What else is there to say? Guess nothing.
No, we can just move on to another topic.
So Ryan, how was it like in the day of a life of a racist?
Are you serious?
That's great.
Oh yeah, Ryan. If you want to, I'm still playing Resident Evil 2, and I'm sucking really bad. So if you want to make fun of me, feel free.
Yeah, he keeps getting
Why you
thrown
suck?
around.
Why you suck, kid?
He doesn't know how to strafe
Also,
around
we-
Mr. X.
At some point, we should play Detroit. I mean,
Yeah, it's about that time, isn't
I've
it?
been watching our old stream of Beyond Two Souls that we did. It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, we
You
did
should
it
get
in
the worst
February.
endings.
Yeah. Heavy Rain was probably
So
my
I-
favorite out of
so-
the two so far, though. Just
Well, I
content
can
wise.
guarantee that Detroit is gonna be your favorite once we play it. Not that Detroit is good; it's just the best that David Cage has to offer. So, I mentioned this in our old stream, and it still stands. I would like us to play it twice, once with you and once with me. I think you should play it first, and you should try to get the best ending. And the reason why is because you're the first. It's like you're the one who hasn't played it yet. So I want to see if you can try to get the best ending, which would mean you being sympathetic to the androids as Connor, and
Ew.
you being non-lethal in your yeah, I know ew, and then you being as non-lethal as you can in your android riots and shit as Marcus. And then when I play it, will basically do the exact opposite. And because it's the reason why I want us to have like two extreme like paths, because the game can actually get like very different based on your choices. It's probably the biggest compliment I could give it is that that most of the choices, at least the ones that are like actually shown to be major, like do affect the game in very major ways, and a lot of different scenes can play out. And so if we play it like completely like contrasting, we would get very different scenes, very different endings. So like I'm gonna be very shitty to the androids, and I'm gonna kill them all, and I'm gonna just kill all the humans, and everything's gonna suck, and I'm basically gonna just like try to commit just genocide with the androids. Yeah. So if you're cool with that,
How do you know where I am? You are blind. I'm sorry. This thing's being a piece of shit.
it's not that blind.
The liquors are pretty blind, I would say. Okay, I just gotta run in here. I'll grab the grenade launcher. Or actually, I think I'll stop by the dark room first. Oh! Bitch. Oh, I can't strafe. I'm not good at... I can't wave dash. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Okay. You know what, Ryan? I would love to see what your reaction is to like me playing the Kingdom Hearts games. Just the story.
Oh.
You would absolutely lose your mind. I can guarantee that as a fact.
Oh, I think he'd lose his mind as well.
Then it would be
Is
funny.
the story like really bad?
I don't think it's
Complain about
bad.
the story a lot.
Yeah. You would.
Oh, probably. Like this is written really shit.
Ryan, I'm gonna say this now. This is actually so because like there's one game in this in the series that I hate for the story. I'm one of the rare people that like the Kingdom Hearts story, plot,
I
whatever.
don't think that's rare.
I do think it has its stupid moments. It's not perfect, but I like it. However, in the game that came out right before 3, Dream Drop Distance. It's there's a part in the game where the bad guys are able to track Sora because of the X on his shirt. I'm not making that up. I am not making that up.
About time travel.
Oh yeah, there's also time travel. I don't even know how time. So time travel is like in Kingdom Hearts, works like this. If you go backwards in time, you can only go back to a point in time where you exist, and you can't bring your physical being to that point in time, but you have to find a physical being to possess, I guess. And or wait, hold on. I actually have. I'm gonna look this up just to prove to you how stupid the time travel is in Kingdom Hearts. Okay. How does?
If you don't understand, don't worry. A lot of them don't.
Time travels. Okay, laws. In order for one to travel to a certain point of time, there must be another version of them waiting at said destination. In addition, rewriting the events that are destined to happen is forbidden in the laws of time. What is set in stone cannot be changed. Upon return to one's original point in time, the traveler loses all memory of the experience gained traveling. In spite of this, the memories of these experiences are etched into the traveler's heart, which can potentially have an effect on their perspectives and decisions. And they don't even follow that either. They don't even follow those convoluted rules.
You're gonna give Ryan an aneurysm.
Oh, that's so bad.
Like,
if you're gonna do time travel, you better know how to fucking write. 'Cause
Ryan,
Jesus Christ.
your favorite word's gonna be darkness.
and friendship.
I'll just... No. I don't like this.
Maybe I should play the Kingdom Hearts games with you, Ryan.
I'm sure that'll be a joy. Okay, I actually need to go though. It's getting late.
Okay.
Late for you.
I need to go to sleep. Yeah, it's like 1:30 for me.
It's 12:30, right?
Well, for me.
Isn't it just
not
one?
for me.
Wait, where? I thought you were only an hour difference.
It should.
If it's only an hour difference,
Yeah.
then it's 12:30.
Look at your. Oh, it is 12:30. Oh, it's one. Never mind.
I was about to say, I trust Ryan looking at a clock, but
Okay, I'm a little. Okay,
Apparently.
hold on. Okay, I'm not good at reading 24-hour time. That's what my computer has.
Oh.
So
Why don't you
I
switch
thought
it
that
off
the
of it?
zeros meant I can't. I thought that the zeros before meant that it was 1, but no, it's 12. It's midnight.
Why can't you change that?
Stupid. I may be able to. I don't think I could.
Hmm.
I can try.
Look, I'm pretty sure most computers don't even start out with that, so you must have accidentally clicked something to.
Let's see. I need that.
I don't think I have any option to do that.
Oh, I guess I'll just put that away. There we go.
Yeah, I don't have the option to do that. I have to live a 24-hour time for the rest of my life. Okay, I guess I could save it then.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Since I really have. I
How?
really just want to have a bold discussion. That was it.
I mean, you could just make fun of me playing this game. Wow. Jacob
Kind
did.
of sucks when you keep dying like this.
I literally exited a room and got gangbanged by 2 lickers and a zombie that was on the floor.
I mean, I definitely think like not liking the boys season 2 is like a hot take. Like it's not.
Oh no! I just changed the game mode. How do I change it back?
Do you guys have any hot takes? Any hot takes?
Let's see.
I mean, you could basically call every like political take a hot take now. Someone will always fight over it defiantly.
So I'm not talking about political take. I'm talking more like media takes, like
Yeah.
something that a lot of people like a piece of media that a lot of people like, but you don't for whatever reason. That would be a hot take.
Yeah. I have to think about that. I don't have a whole lot of hot takes.
Think on it.
Zelda Phantom Hourglass is a bad game, but I don't know if that's a hot take. Zelda 2 is a great game. I know that that's a hot take. Kind of. Not really anymore. People like that game now.
I feel like any hardcore like Zelda fan would agree with that. Anyone who has like played all the games.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Is there a show that everyone likes that I don't? I don't know. Office is nope. That's not, nope. I don't have. I don't know. I have no idea. I'd have to like
Man,
dig
if
deep.
dude, if someone hated The Office, that would be like the fucking biggest hot take in the world.
Oh yeah. I don't know anyone who dislikes The Office.
You know? These people who don't like the later seasons, but like they're just correct. That's not a hot take. But like
Well,
seasons like
All right,
2
here's
and 3, like oh man, if someone didn't like those, like oof.
I will. Okay, here's my hot take. I guess regarding The Office, I like season 8. I said it. I like season 8. I like Robert California
I
soon.
mean, there are parts of it I like.
Lizard King is my
Robert
favorite
California
character.
isn't even- It's not even season 8. It's season 7.
No, season 7's the one where Michael leaves. Show's 9 seasons long.
You sure?
I am.
Oh, I was thinking it was 8 seasons long. Never mind. Yeah, it is season 8.
Yeah, I always.
I was
The last 2
I thought
times.
it was
Yeah.
ended at season 8.
No. I thought that same thing too, and then I saw Michael in season 7, and I was like, wait a second, hold up. Last 2 times I watched it.
I guess the closest thing to a hot take for me would have something to do with anime. About disliking it. And just having like a very like broad opinion about something dealing with anime. Like a stereotype.
I don't like.
I just like I don't. I get that they're like really good animes. I'm sure they are good. Like I'm sure One Punch Man is great.
Once
From what
season
I've
1.
Seen from what I've seen from Full Metal Alchemist
Yes.
Brotherhood has been pretty good. I get why people love that one.
Mm-hmm.
But something like when we get to something like Bleach, which I have seen a lot of, like dude, Bleach isn't good. Like Bleach is not a good anime. It has the exact same fucking plot point with like every fight. It has the exact same fucking plot point. Like it's so repetitive. I don't see how anyone can like it.
You know, okay, Ryan, you're gonna cringe when I say this, but I mean this like legitimately. I think I would love to see what you think of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because seasons 1 and 2 are like completely different from seasons 3 and 4. So
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that one too.
Honestly, I'm just so glad I don't have to hear people talking about it anymore.
yeah,
Because, well, I almost complain as much as, like, disliking anime is just the people who defend it defiantly. Or try to get you to like it defiantly.
mm-hmm. All right, I think I'm just gonna stop playing Resident Evil for tonight. So this is the end of the stream.